Good day, friends. It's Mark Joseph here, and I am super excited to be with you today. This series is called Leaders at Work, and it's perfect for leadership, but we are all leaders in our own field, aren't we? We might be leaders of our family, leaders of our friendship circles, of our communities, etc. You might be even a leader in your particular team without having the title of leader. And I believe that these steps and these processes, if you are not at the top of your game as a leader, you soon will be. So come, let us explore these wonderful ideas together. So everybody brushed their teeth this morning, right? I bet you did. Did you? I certainly did. And the dental hygiene is going really well. Dental hygiene and keeping your teeth sparkly white and your breath nice and fresh is really, really important. Can you imagine if you were working for an organization and nobody brushed their teeth? Okay, nobody brushed their teeth, and then once a month, the heads of wellness decided to get in all the dentists, and in a big conference room, you had 25 dentists, and they were cleaning everyone's teeth and flossing and drilling, and people were crying, and you were waiting in a long queue so that you could get your teeth fixed. But nobody had brushed their teeth in months. I mean, it would be terrible, smelly breath, and just nobody would want to be with each other at all, okay? So the dental hygiene would be very poor. And you had a reactive service that came in once a month to fix everyone. Okay, well, I know it sounds far-fetched and really funny, but that is what we've been going through with mental health. In a reactive space, reactive is so important. And of course, dentists are so important, and therapists and psychologists and psychiatrists, really, really important. But this is reactive. And any good dentist will tell you that brushing your teeth is really important. In the same way that any good therapist should encourage you to do something for your mental health on a regular basis, like every day. Are you doing something for your mental health every day? And the majority of people say, well, I don't think so. What does that look like? So we are coming out of the dark ages of not knowing how to do a mental floss, all right? And look after our mental hygiene. But now we know we have come into a mindful revolution where proactive exercises and techniques can help us with our mental health. Isn't that exciting? Yes, it is absolutely exciting. And I went on a bit of a journey, and I had a really good look at the stigma of mental health. So I Googled physical health, and what did I see? I saw fit people, people running, people jumping, people doing weights, people exercising, muscles, sweating, six packs, happy people, physical health. I Googled dental health, and I saw people smiling and nice shiny white teeth and smiles, lots of happy faces. And then I Googled mental health, and what do you think I saw? Yes, I saw people sad, depressed, crouched down in a corner all alone with heavy clouds hanging over their head. It's quite sad, really, how mental health and the stigma of mental health has got such a bad rap. And I don't know where it comes from. And I guess it's because we haven't had the knowledge of how to deal with mental health, but we do now. And this information has always been around, but it's now being scientifically validated from techniques that have been around for centuries, which is super exciting for me. And then to realize that we can actually do something for our mental health. And my dream is, when you Google mental health, to see people living their best lives and happy faces and happy lives. And that is the revolution that we are in. So I'm really excited. But this stigma around mental health, people feel that they cannot talk about their mental health. But that is also changing. We look at super athletes like Simone Biles from Team USA that pulled out of the Olympics in 2022 because she said my mental health isn't great. People like Naomi Osaka, who tennis player, number 1 seed at one stage, who pulled out. She said her mental health wasn't good. So we're starting to be open and express honesty about our mental health, which is a revolution in itself, because generally people are fearful to say that they are going through depression, anxiety, overwhelm, addiction perhaps. So it's a good time to be in. It's a good time to be alive. For me especially. I lost my father to suicide, and one of the main reasons is because he didn't know how to express himself. He felt that if he spoke about his mental health, he might lose his job, he might lose his family, and unfortunately he suffered in silence until he died of suicide. So I never want to see that happen to anybody, and that is my life's mission, is to bring into the light mental health. We are all mental. We are all physical. We are all dental. And it's kind of funny how when I say we're all mental, you're like, you might be mental, but not me, buddy. But it's true. We are all mental, and it's something we can celebrate. It's something we can celebrate. You know that 5 out of 6 employees will lie to their line manager, to their leaders, about their mental health. They'll say that they have some other ailment and they have to take off work. And they will lie because they are fearful of leaders. They are fearful of authority. They are fearful of the stigma. And where does it come from? It comes from just not knowing and unaware of how to treat ill mental health. Not knowing what to say, not knowing what to do. And the time has changed. The time is now here for us to change that and to turn it into a revolution. If you think about smoking, my father used to smoke cigarettes, and he smoked everywhere. He smoked on the toilet. He smoked in the car, taking us to school with the windows closed in the middle of winter. He smoked on the aeroplane, because you could in those days. And in fact, every single boardroom in every organization was full of smoke and ashtrays. And even if you didn't smoke, you were marinated by the end of the day of cigarette smoke. And then the doctors came in and said, no, smoking is bad for your health. And now if you want a cigarette, you've got to walk miles away from everybody else to have your cigarette. And that is a health revolution that we've all been through. All right. And now we are going through a mental health revolution. And it is super, super exciting to be part of it. If you think about even exercise, even in the 1940s, people didn't go and exercise. If you said you were going for a run, they'd ask you, who are you running from? But then when people started to exercise, doctors started talking about the benefits to your cardiovascular health, to your heart, and people started exercising for fun. And then that was an exercise revolution, wasn't it? So now we are in a mental health revolution. So welcome to the mental health revolution. We're going to carry on with session 2, and please come and join us there.